Greetings my YouTubers, welcome back to the channel guys. First and foremost, shouts out to the guys that have been showing me some love regarding my Undisputed videos, hence why we are continuing to make these videos, and I hope I help you out throughout. But we're here to speak about what's going on in the game itself, but in all honesty, I've been really enjoying the game. Undisputed update has been excellent. I also got the free access as well, early access to be specific. Shouts out to Still City, you know, before it actually came out, you know, so I kind of got around like a few boxes, trying them out and this and that, and I've been really happy with the progression so far. I've been enjoying it. A lot of people might disagree, but I feel like it all comes down to skill, and we're gonna save that for probably down the line, you know, because it's not what we're speaking about right now. But yeah, this whole video is going to be speaking about some pro tips and how to deal with these power punches. It's not going to be a complete fix, but it will be very, very helpful. And I feel like they need to obviously patch this because it's obviously ruining the game right now. Even guys that are not experienced, like you can be a total beginner and you can just power punch all the way through the game. You know, people being like Canelo and stuff like that. It's a bit unrealistic as well, but we're going to delve into that. But before we do so, if you do tend to like this video, guys, show some support. Like, subscribe, you know, it's always appreciation, man. So let's delve into it. Let's go. Right, guys, first pro tip I'm going to remind you guys is to jab and use your footwork. It's very important in this game. To me, this is one of the ways to actually win overall besides the power punching now. And I've been saying this, and I've been watching a lot of people play this game in terms of online, and they're getting frustrated due to the fact that they're not utilizing their footwork and, you know, their jabbing as well. The jab's the most effective thing in this game right now, especially with the update. Before it was like 50-50, you know, the hooks were probably like the main punches that you should use, but now it's the jab. The jab's excellent. Like, I don't think people understand how well you can utilize the jab, especially with specific boxers like, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard. He's actually my favorite right now because he's an out boxer, so he knows how to jab and move, and his footwork's just insane. So you kind of like got to target these boxers. I know if your boxers like Canelo or somebody, fair play, but if you really want to be winning your fights, guys, focus on fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, all them out boxers as well. They're brilliant, man, because they can slug out as well. Like, literally, they can brawl, they can do everything, and their main thing is to obviously jab and move as well. And I feel like the mechanics, you know, refer to that kind of type of movement. So yeah, that's one of my thing that I would definitely say it's a requirement, is to make sure you're utilizing your movement and use your footwork properly. You practice this, just practice. That's the main thing. I know you guys are probably thinking, how do you do this? You got to practice, guys. Have a look at other people, have a look at my future videos as well. I will be uploading some videos, and I will be attaching some videos to this as well. Right, guys, throughout the video, this might be the main tip you guys are probably looking for, and this is how to avoid big punches. As I said, it's not going to be perfect, but if you utilize it properly and practice this, it will start to work, and you will start to get used to the way how it feels. So the first thing you want to do is you want to hold the block button, and you want to rotate the actual analog stick. And this is pretty good because when they're charging up their, you know, their actual power punches, you can actually like rotate. And I've actually got some videos for you all to actually see how this works, and it's pretty cool. And I've done it on a few fighters, a lot of people online, and it works. As I said, it's not going to be, you know, 100% effective thing, but from time to time you need to utilize this. And oh my gosh, I've seen so many people, big content creators as well, that are currently playing this game, and they're struggling due to the fact that they're just stand there and they're complaining about big punches. Like, you've got to do something. You cannot stand, you've got to act like a real boxer. You cannot stand there and absorb too much big punches. Don't get me wrong, I feel like they obviously need a patch, but don't just stand there. You've got to utilize this, and this is one of the effective ways in order to block the punches. One other thing as well is when you're actually rotating, your stamina doesn't go down. In the early access, no, not the early access, sorry, the beta version, there was a time where you was rotating and your stamina was going down, but they've actually patched this in this you know, update, and I feel like that's pretty cool. So you can utilize it as much as possible. So I would definitely utilize it as much, you know, because it will work from time to time, and you've got to practice it as well. And obviously you must try hit first as well. I feel like that's one of the things that I would say, and that's going according of myself, is to try hit first, because sometimes you can, you know, actually dodge the actual big punching. You know, a lot of people been complaining about this, talking about some ghost hitting and stuff like that, ghost punching to be precise. And that's what's happening, because a lot of people are hitting first. And don't get me wrong, I do feel like they need a little patch in terms of the ghost punching, but that's one of the main reasons why the punches are not hitting, because people are hitting first. So keep an eye on that. Another pro tip I'm going to give you all that really helps is to actually utilizing, you know, the side steps and pivoting. They work really well in this game. In the last game, it wasn't so like very effective, and I'm talking about the beta. So this is one of the things that you need to practice as well. It's not something that you're going to learn overnight. And I'm going to show you guys a clip on, you know, the pivoting and movement. And it just works really well, especially with I would say people that go through the body, kind of like works, and people that use the hooks as well. So yeah, this is pretty cool. But one thing that I'm going to mention as well, to utilize it effectively, do not hold the block button while you're doing this. It won't happen, and especially when you are getting a lot of hits, because then your fighter starts to get slow and it just won't work. What you want to do is utilize the pivot button. So I'm playing with a PlayStation pad, so you want to hold the, I think it's the, is it the R1? I think it's R1. Yes, you hold the R1 button and you rotate the analog, you know, moving back and forth, and it works pretty well. And you can actually punch afterwards, straight after. I feel like that's excellent, because as I said in the beta, you couldn't do this. You can just pivot and you couldn't really get a shot off. Now you can actually utilize punches when you actually pivot. So that's one thing I'm going to say to really utilize, and it's really good against power punchers as well. It kind of gets you there very quick. You know, once they try use the power punching, you can actually pivot and actually throw your shots. So that's obviously a really incredible tip for you guys. Guys, one thing I'm going to stress regarding this game, especially the update, is to be patient. Definitely be patient. Don't be a slugger. Don't be one of them fighters that are going out and throwing all these power, but like that just kills the game, man. It doesn't show like your actual abilities of this game, and it's just not my type of fighting. Pretty much soon they will patch it, because a lot of people are complaining about it right now. I am not really complaining about it, because I'm a different type of boxer. I'm an outboxer, sorry. Whereas I like to jab and move, so it don't really affect me. So well, it's affecting a lot of other people, which I totally understand, and it's throwing people off the game. People are specifically stating, you know, these things need fixing, and they really do. I'm not discrediting them or nothing like that, but I really want people to actually see the potential in this game, because this game is really, really good. They've made massive improvements. You know, going to the body is one of my favorite things that they've actually patched. So you know, it's the body punches are very effective, and it's pretty cool, man. A lot of people been complaining about, you know, it feels a lot slower, but it helps you with more focus. I don't think people realize this. It is helping with you with more focus, and that's why I'm saying you should be patient regarding the game. Don't just rush in and, you know, doing crazy things and getting your stamina all the way down and you're getting knocked out. And one other thing I'm going to say is they need to kind of like patch the flash punches. If it does happen, fair play, and you get knocked down, that I'm cool with that, but not when they are ending the game. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all, because, you know, it's not really your fault. Because there's a amount of times I've come across people, I've been knocking them out, like literally high on the scorecard, and in the end they've knocked me out. It's ridiculous, and it's happened like 2 or 3 times. So that's pretty insane. They need to patch that. But besides that, be a patient fighter for sure. It works. Another pro tip I'm going to give you guys is to mix your game up. Don't get me wrong, find something specific in terms of what type of boxer you are. So as I said, I'm an outboxer, but you've got to sharpen the tools with other, you know, useful things to use on opponents. So what I'm talking about is, you know, getting used to like body shots, counter punching. Counter punching is one of the best things in this game. So if you're not trying to be a counter puncher, I would recommend trying to, because it actually works. So yeah, just keep mixing up your game, using not power shots, sorry, pivoting, you know, slips and stuff like that. Once it all pieces together, you become this complete fighter. And I can honestly say that I do feel like that. That's the reason why I'm giving you guys these videos, and I love this game. Honestly, I'm falling in love with it. I feel like this is the boxing game that we've all been calling for, and I've been really enjoying myself. And in all honest terms, it really does come down to skill. You know, I highly believe in myself in terms of this game, and all I want to do is pass down on this knowledge to you guys and make you guys become a better fighter. In all honesty, the Undisputed has been a really good start so far. This game has huge potential. However, a lot of things need to be fixed in terms of this game. I think my main problem is right now is the online, you know, in terms of connection. It's like I'm always getting bad connection. I know it's not my internet. I have a high speed internet. I've had my internet for years, and for some reason, you know, getting into the servers and stuff like that, I don't have a problem finding opponents. It's when I'm in the game, like I'm always with people with bad connections, you know what I mean? And it can ruin your experience. It can ruin fights, and that thing's still happening where people are hitting you in the air, literally. And that shouldn't be happening, because it will make an experienced fighter look bad. And that's actually what's been happening at the moment. And that's why I'm not playing ranked right now, because I do not want them issues happening. Hopefully we can get through to Undisputed and let them know, as they are very responsive. They're very responsive what people have to say. And I feel like they need to patch the power punching, and they need to obviously fix the online servers, and then we're talking. You know, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but that's a really good start. Once that happens, then, you know, we're going places. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. You know, feel free to message me in the comments and stuff like that. Obviously, I will be continuing to do these videos. It's only the start, man. You know, I will be trying to help people with specific fighters. I'm going to show you more videos. You know, stay tuned, man. If you're watching this video, subscribe, guys. It's really appreciative. Take care.